In 2018, I had the opportunity to go to Ghana to serve for about 2 weeks, training some pastors. We served at a compound about 4 miles outside of Kumasi. David Misner has an amazing ministry there. He's, of course, a Ghanaian. And over a conversation, I asked him what was his motivation for doing what he does. And he said, until you have smelt poverty and felt poverty, you never forget it. And I think that to preach prophetically, preachers have to be willing to smell it, to feel it in the masses. You may not have grown up in that situation, but the masses of people, says Howard Thurman, still constantly live with their backs against the wall. In Joshua 1, we're talking about Exodus, Pentateuch. Joshua 1 refers to Moses as the servant of the Lord. Moses, my servant, is dead. Moses, the servant of the Lord. I don't think that we have much to say in our preaching if we're not willing to serve. Yes. And I think the powerful preaching that we're witnessing, the powerful preaching that we heard last night from these two ladies, women of God, is a result of not just their brilliance, but I would be willing to bet that these are women who have wept with people, not with just a person, but with people, who sat with mothers whose sons and daughters have been sentenced to years of imprisonment for petty drug crimes, who've been with a people, a community that have felt the sting of living in food deserts. So I think preaching prophetically is not just knowing the text. It's not just eloquence and brilliance. It's being willing to live incarnationally with people, being able, as Ezekiel, to sit where they sat. And I think the responsibility comes when we know people, when we feel their pain, when we're willing to sit in that dehumanization with them, but also be willing to risk our reputation, our life, if willing to do something about it. I think that's responsible proclamation.